Hello everyone and welcome to Destination Penguins. We are Jarek and Agnieszka traveling to the bottom of South America in our van Mundo. In 2023, we left our American lives behind and embarked on the journey south. Life is short, world is beautiful, and we want to make memories for a lifetime. So join us on this journey as we publish the highlights on YouTube. We left Santiago yesterday after spending 2 nights boondocking in town next to this beautiful park. There were other overlanders. So there was a French family with a daughter who was taking homeschooling exams in Santiago, so they stayed there for a few days getting ready for that. And then there was another French man in a camper, and it was really nice and pleasant, and I personally loved Santiago. It was a great time. So we left yesterday. We stayed overnight wild camping in the canyon, but we are on the way to the border with Argentina and then off to Mendoza. It seems like the weather in Mendoza cooled off, so it should be much nicer. And we've done this border. Okay, we've done this border a couple times, so it should be pretty easy by now. So we're driving to the border through the Andes. It's going to be a beautiful ride, and this time on this road it's all paved, so there's no dirt tracks, and it's not going to be as high in elevation. I think we're going to reach maybe 3,200 meters, so it's much less than the previous pass, but it's surely beautiful here. Alright, we're going to go on this switchback road. It's a short distance, but we have to climb up the hill. And there's lots of trucks.
Here it shows on the...
Yeah, this is insane. This is how it looks on the map. This is a busy road. Sort of attached to the mountain. I guess for the snow, not to cover the road or something.
Yeah.
So this is a ski resort, Portillo. And there's lots and lots of chairlifts. Big hotel and restaurants. There's another one here. Going through the pass, and the pass is in a tunnel, and it's a very long tunnel.
Gracias. Dos. Gracias.
Yes. All right, we got this little slip of paper where we have to do the steps. We've done it a few times. Normally it's like between 2 and 4 steps. We should stay in the car, right? Because it seems like everybody's in the car.
Yeah.
And then you go into this building. This is a little strange. Right, we're driving into this big. I know. It's probably because of the snow, right? I don't know. So now this is drive-through. Border crossing. Okay, we're going to go this way. Interesting. Like, where do you want us to go? I don't know. Alright, now we're doing Aduana in Chile, and I guess then step number 3 and we'll be done. This is drive-through border. It's really funny. I don't know. Now Yarek is doing step number 3. It's all pretty loosey-goosey here. The crossing was pretty easy, I must say. No inspection, which is fantastic. And now I just have to put a sticker on the border and we can go. So these stickers. No, a little crooked, but oh well. We all done? It was the quickest and easiest border so far. I think you have to go left, right? No? Not yet? No, not yet.
Oh yes, I was going to go up. That would be something.
Yeah. This is where we're going. So we crossed the border yesterday and stopped on the way to Mendoza, to the wine country, but we stopped on the Lago Potrerillos. We were hoping for a couple days. When we arrived, the weather was great, like it is right now, but we have experienced the worst hailstorm since we left Texas. It was insane. I was a little bit concerned. Yarek, I was very concerned about the solar panels. Yarek said they can withhold quite a bit of rain and hail and snow and that kind of thing. He was more concerned about the front windshield. So the rain was pouring, the hail was falling, and he was covering the front windshield with the tarp to kind of absorb some of the strength of the hail pounding on it. And I think it worked, but it was crazy, as I showed on the tape. So here are the beautiful views. There's beautiful Andes in the distance, but yeah, there are lots and lots of wild camping spots. Like there's one right here. Somebody built a fire before. It's very quiet today after the storm. I've seen people swimming in this lake yesterday, but I don't know. I don't like muddy bottoms. But it's really nice and clear, and it's really beautiful green. And lots and lots of different birds. Really nice. And then there's snow-capped Andes in the distance. I mean, it's late summer, so obviously very little snow. And there's Mundo. The lake has this ragged shoreline, so there's kind of lots of little peninsulas going in. No swimming. But I think the best and the most popular attraction here on this lake is kayaking. The one thing I must say is the fact that we've been on the road for 17 months by now. So 1 month shy of year and a half. And we were just reminiscing with Yarek yesterday how little rain we encountered during that trip. I mean, truth be told, that I kind of looked at the weather sort of patterns or seasons before we left, so I knew that it would be good to leave in early October and just sort of follow the summer all the time. So, but like I was so used to crazy weather in United States. Like in California, I mean, most of the time the weather was fantastic, but you know, there was always possibility of fires and dry and that kind of thing. And then in Texas the weather is just insane. It's like the storms, the tornadoes, the rain, the cold, the snow. Oh my gosh, no. This is crazy. But we haven't, on this trip we haven't had much rain. We mostly have beautiful weather, like it's sunny. And I mean, truth be told, we are going to Mendoza 2 weeks late because it was really hot, so we are able to sort of adjust our timeline based on the weather in the next destination. And if it's too hot on the coast, we'll go to the mountains. If it's too cold in the mountains, we'll go to the coast, and that kind of thing. But in general, we've been very, very lucky. So it's a windy part of Mendoza district, and I guess kite flying is popular here. Right now there's like no wind whatsoever, but I think in the afternoons there might be some wind, so people come here. I've seen them yesterday when we were just parking, but then people went away. It's still morning, so it's like the fog is a little bit in the mountains, like the clouds are low. Everything is waking up. Okay, I'm back from my hike. Maybe have some more coffee. Alright, we're saying goodbye to the lake. It is beautiful.
Yes. It has small islands.
Yeah. One last look at the beautiful lake. This morning we off to Mendoza attractions. I think we're going to start with 5 squares, but we're driving through this really nice park. It's very dense. It's Park St. Martin. It's also one of the attractions here in Mendoza. Oh, it looks beautiful. Apparently it's massive and it has lots of hiking trails and running trails.
Big gate.
Yeah, that's apparently also one of the attractions. Beautiful gate. That just reminds me a little bit of this gate to the park in Mexico City. Wow, really nice. Whew. Right here. Oh, the streets here are so pretty.
No me quites feliz cumpleaños.
Wow, look at this building. So now we came to the Square of Independence. This is the center of Mendoza and it's the biggest one out of all 5. And they have really pretty trees like this one. Oh, like this one. There's a nice fountain here, but there's a nicer one right here.
Red wine.
It's all pink. Totally looks like red wine. Plaza Chile, but look at this. I think it's a willow, maybe not. But it's just so beautiful. I love squares like that. And a beautiful fountain, lots of grass. Oh, and also beautiful palm trees. Forever friendship between Chile and Argentina. Wow, this is my favorite plaza so far. So we arrived at the last one. It's Plaza España, and I guess this is my favorite. It is so pretty. All those beautiful tiled places to sit, and a nice monument. We just had lunch, but if we didn't, so many lovely restaurants. So we came to this winery, Tempos Alba, in Mendoza, and we hope to do some tasting. From what we read, it has Italian influence.
Yeah.
I wonder what that exactly means, because I know nothing about making wines. Alright, so the owners of this winery came from Italy and planted the grapes in 1930. So they have how many hectares of vineyard?
115.
115 hectares. Wow, this is where the operation is. 250,000 liters of stainless tanks. Here's the cellar. 70% of French oak and 30% of American oak barrels. So we did 2 tasting. Rosé, Tempranillo, Cabernet Sauvignon, and 3 Grand Reservas, which 2 are blends and 1 is plain Malbec, right?
Yes.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
Alright, and now we're going to also have some empanadas in the Argentinian style. With hello, puppy. So we are going to leave this nice winery today. We've stayed here for a few days. It is a winery just outside Mendoza, among other wineries, and it's only growing Malbec that was planted in 2007, and the grapes already been collected. It's a tiny little place. They also have a hotel with like 6 rooms and a lovely swimming pool, and they attract clients from all over the world. So we've seen few Americans at the hotel as well, which we don't see Americans that often. So maybe they were Canadians, but they definitely had North American accents. And so yeah, the winery is lovely. It's like this. I bought a bottle of wine, and it's only Malbec. It was quite nice. There's Mundo at the end. And also next to the vineyard there is a olive tree grove, and I have lovely olive trees, because that's another thing that this place is really famous for. It is famous not only for wines but excellent olive oil. There is like exactly the same as in Northern California. There are places where you can go and taste olive oil and also balsamic vinegar. But it's very nice and peaceful here. So the olive trees are always one of my favorites. Very nice. Like, I like the way they grow, and kind of an old-fashioned shape, and I love their silvery tint to the leaves and small leaves. But here are some olives. They're not ready for pickup yet, but they're still a little bit small. There's some more. It's a nice. So we left Mendoza today, and we're not going on Panamerican-Highway anymore that runs south from Mendoza. We are going east towards Atlantic Ocean and Buenos Aires, and then it's going to take us a few days to get there, and then probably by the end of March we'll finish the Argentina trip. I mean, at least for this time, and then we're going to go north to Brazil. So we are studying Brazil because not many overlanders go there. So we trying to figure out what places we can go to and what are the interests in the southern parts of Brazil, whether or not we're going to go to the Amazon and so on. But for the time being, we are going towards Buenos Aires, which is very exciting. We left Santiago and headed for the border through the Andes towards Argentina. We crossed the border, it was very, very easy, and then we drove to spend the night at the lake just before Mendoza. The following day, we reached Mendoza.